This is Jocko Podcast number 133 with Echo Charles and me, Jocko Willink. Good evening, Echo.
Good evening.
And this podcast will cover a horrific subject of history, and it is not for children or the faint of heart. So, listener discretion is advised. I am a war criminal. I served in Manchukuo, that phony country created by Japan. In 1992, a group of us went to China to apologize to the family members of the people we had sent to Unit 731. One woman, now about 60, was the grandchild of one of the victims. She told us our grandfather was killed by Unit 731 in experiments. He was killed because the Kempeitai sent him. If you hadn't sent him, he would have lived. You are killers just like those doctors. We prostrated ourselves in apology, and she kept pressing the fact home that we were partners in crime, as guilty as the doctors of Unit 731. And it's true. It is just as she said. Apologizing does not erase the crime. We were the aggressors. Most of the Japanese participants in the war were aggressors. Orders came from above, orders from the emperor. And people were killed because it couldn't be helped. According to international convention, those who kill in combat are not criminals. The 3,000 people killed by Unit 731 were all sent there by the Kempeitai or the police. The American Navy was attacked at Pearl Harbor, and the Japanese thought it was a victorious strike. Yet within 2 years, America had built up its naval strength again. America is a machine society. But bacteriological warfare does not rely on machines. So Ishii's idea was to kill the attacking Russians with disease. Once killed, troops are not rebuilt like machinery. The Japanese army promised Chinese children money for bringing in rats, but later gave them a pencil for every rat. The end purpose of all this effort was war. In war, the side who kills more people wins. Bacteria can kill on a large scale, so Ishii pressed this forward. And that is testimony from a Kempeitai officer, which was kind of like a secret police that served in Japan leading up to and during World War II. And this is a part of history that I don't really want to talk about. No one does. But of course, to ignore it, to think that if we pretend it didn't happen, that only opens up the door for it to happen again.